Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. More in leisure. Just making more sure my sound's working because it's doing weird stuff. I don't care what anybody says. Yesterday was a good game. The Broncos learned a lot. He's a freaking... We have the biggest dead cap in the NFL. Rookie court QB, half rookie everything. You know, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the Broncos. I think they had a great year. It was proof because Russell Wilson didn't have a better year than Bo Nix. He did not. Okay, so good job, Broncos. Great year. Thanks for keeping us entertained, Bo. It's the playoffs. It's a different thing. But now he has some experience in the playoffs. See? It's all good stuff. So we're going to talk about the tools. Good morning, Amber, on her way to school. I had to put bought my wife a table. The top comes off so she can do her puzzles and the cats can't get to it. So I spent most of the afternoon on the floor rolling around on a hard floor, and now my body hurts. So, oh well, what are you gonna do? That's the worst of it today, then I will take it. I will take that problem. All right, it's time for a new Blue Yeti, but I can't afford it since I went and bought my car. In fact, let's show off the car a little bit here. Let's show it off. Just a little bit. She's pretty. I know nothing about cars, so you know. But I think this is pretty much just, you know, she's pretty. That's all I got of it. She's pretty. The Benz isn't working, so it runs A to B. A lot of kids in my neighborhood are going to be jealous when they see me driving it around. That'll be about it. So, all right, let's get started. We're definitely at that 3-minute mark, so let's do it. Got kind of a busy day today, so welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I just act like I'm busy. I'm really not. I'm going to go grocery shopping after this. So my wife usually does it, but she's been getting a lot of anxiety. I'm like, you know what? Fuck them. I'll go do it. So I got the time, and I got a car that runs, and I can drive legally now. So why not take care of it for her, right? If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. And no, I will not be coming home with a bunch of crap. That's not how I shop. I'm going to stop by McDonald's and eat first. Oh, it's the only time I eat McDonald's is breakfast. At one point, I had not eaten McDonald's for like 17 years. Yeah. All right, let's get started. January 13th, I'm reading out of Date at Time. I also have some stuff pulled up about the tools. I don't know how many people caught the joke from the... If you raised any kids in the 90s that watched Disney, you'll understand the... It's about the only thing I can say, but it's from Disney. All right, I'm gonna fix my video here real quick because it's coming through weird. All right. The program and my friends in the fellowship have provided we with a whole new set of tools for living. And I'm going to go through and give some of the tools that we use. You know, it's going to be prayer, meditation. Those are a couple. Willingness is one of the first tools that we use. Honesty, open-mindedness, willingness, some of the slogans, groups, sponsoring, service work. These are all tools that help us live a better life beyond sobriety, right? Even the slogans that once seemed so trite and corny are now becoming an important part of my daily life. Yeah, it can feel corny. Why? Because, you know, it's kind of like looking in the mirror and doing affirmations. It's kind of uncomfortable at first. It feels like you're doing something silly because, you know, especially if there's the threat of somebody else seeing you. Then you're going to really feel really silly. You get used to it. Praying felt kind of silly in the beginning too. Meditation felt kind of silly in the beginning too. Now it's a part of my everyday life. But I need these slogans. I need quick little things that remind me of what I'm doing because my brain is so reactive to things sometimes that I need these to keep me to have a better attitude for the day, right? So easy does it. First things first. This too will pass. Shall pass. Shall. Not will. Shall. I don't know the difference between the two, but I'll just find something to pick on. That's all it is. If I use all the tools regularly and well, they'll also help rid me of such negative feelings as guilt, anxiety, rebellion, and pride. Especially that rebellion. Yeah. Well, all of them. Guilt. I don't go through guilt that much anymore. I have settled my past. I have settled my past that I know of. There'll always be more 9 steps to do. There are probably hundreds of people that I have forgotten about that I duped or did something to. Right? Yeah. But that 8-step list, that was a very good start, wasn't it? It got us going. You know, so when I'm feeling depressed, do I use the tools that have been proven effective, or do I grit my teeth and suffer in painful silence? You know, I'm going to go with this. My depression doesn't work like that. But we're talking just a generalized depression here, not a I have to be on meds kind of a depression. Okay. You know, sometimes I'm depressed for absolutely no reason, but in this case, there's probably going to be a reason for it. Maybe you're depressed in the beginning, and why would you be depressed in the beginning? Well, there's 3 reasons. Number 1, alcohol is a depressant. There you go. Every alcoholic's depressed when they get here. They have no choice. That's not an option. It may not feel like depression. Maybe it's turned into anger, but anger is a form of depression. It's just a different feeling around it. Get angry at yourself for being depressed. That's part of depression, man. All right. So you also just lost your best friend, alcohol, and then the death of your old self. Yeah, you're going to be depressed in the beginning. So these tools help us realize that in this case, the grass is greener on the other side. It is greener on the other side in this case. And, you know, like the other day, I mean, there were just a bunch of little things that happened in a row that could start for a bad morning. It was like 5 things, too. All right. And I kept telling myself, I'm like, nope, that is not how I'm going to start my day. Nope. That is not how I'm starting my day. You know, and I had to do it 5 times within like 20 minutes. And I just kept laughing at it. I'm like, no, I'm not getting upset about that. That is not how the day is starting. And I started over. It's a great skill. Yeah, it is. In the beginning, we all go through it. Yes, we do. And that's the common bond, is one of our common bonds. I'm depressed. We get it. Now they don't have to describe their depression. And that brings hope. That brings hope, does it not? Yeah. Or do I grit my teeth and suffer in painful silence? All right. Sometimes we have to sit with them. Some things we let go. Some things we let stay. And sometimes, depending on what kind of depression it is, if it's for no really reason at all, sometimes I just have to let it stay and let it be what it is. Okay. Um, but there are certain skills that go with that, right? And you have to learn those skills, or that's not going to do you much good. So, what would I recommend then? Well, therapy is what I would recommend. Because depression usually, when it's depression like that, usually is low self-esteem. That's what it is. It was for me. Yeah, and the wisdom, know the difference between your depression. Absolutely, that is a wisdom. How do you get wisdom? By going through it. Experience. Or because there's some psychedelic places trying to, they even brought up, hey, Bill W. did acids. I'm like, no shit. He's like, go look it up. I'm like, I don't need to look it up. I've known that for 30 years. So, and I said, yes, it did not work, which is why this will not work either. All right. Then he called me bro. I'm like, conversation over. I mean, because they're making them look like they're at doctors and stuff. No, you're just a peddler. You're peddling shrooms. You know. Now I understand because I used to do a lot of shrooms. Okay. I preferred it over acid. Not a lot. I've done more shrooms than acid. Acid never worked on me. Right. Probably a good thing. And so, but I could see how it would help PTSD. I do. I can see how it would help it. Okay. I'm diagnosed with PTSD. But, all right, see, this doesn't quite fit or sit well with me. But if there's somebody out there who is not addicted, who doesn't have a chance of being addicted to everything like me, then yeah, fuck yeah, if it's going to help those nightmares, those suck. And it's going to help them be better, you bet. But see, my brain doesn't understand microdosing. And that is the problem. Now, PTSD and some of these other things, but they're trying to use it as a way to help alcoholics, and it is not going to work. And that is what I'm trying to tell them. It isn't an addiction in and of itself. Although I would probably recommend shrooms before I recommended duloxetine. I'm not big on Western medicine. All right. Anyway, that's just kind of my experience on it. And it's going to be different for other people. Okay. But for me, that spells a little bit of danger. So today I praise my wonder working higher power for giving me the tools for recovery. Once I admitted I was powerless over my addiction and gave myself over to the will of God as I understand him, I give thanks for the 12 steps and for the fellowship of the group, which can help me see myself honestly. No, yeah, absolutely. No, I hear where you're going with that, dude. Mushrooms don't, because he's saying that because I smoke, and yeah, mushrooms don't work on everyone as nicotine doesn't work on everyone. Yeah. Now you're saying that out of love. I know you are, dude. And I love you too. I appreciate you having my back. Me quitting smoking is constantly on my mind. So, I give thanks for the 12 steps and for the fellowship of the group, which can help me see myself honestly. I give thanks for those words and phrases, smoker's cough, see, and phrases which become, as we understand them more completely, banners in our celebration of sobriety. Today I will remember, pass on the passwords to recovery. All right. So, I also have some other things, but I'm going to let you know something. I have actually been setting myself up so that which is happening real soon. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm trying to set myself up to succeed on my quitting smoking. I've slowly been cutting back, and I'm going to go cold turkey here soon. Okay, but I had to be off the duloxetine. I had to have my therapy back. I had to have my Medicaid back. These things bring me comfort so I don't have to, you see what I mean? Now they want me to go on another antidepressant that's going to help with my quitting smoking. And I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know that I want to do that. I just spent a year and a half getting off 120 milligrams of duloxetine. So I'm scared to take any more Western medicines. So know that I am working on it for those, because I have friends that worry about me with that. So I want you to know that I'm working on it. Absolutely, I am. All right. What are the AA tools? Alcoholics Anonymous is a tool. Yeah, the 12 by 12 came to believe. That's not what we're really looking for here, though, are we? What are AA spiritual tools? Prayer, meditation, inventory, AA literature, and the tools are used almost for spiritual growth, because I know that I need to stay sober. Rule 62 is important for me too. What is Rule 62? Rule 62 means do not take yourself so darn seriously. Okay. There's a story behind it. It is in the traditions, in the 12 by 12. I'm not going to tell you where, though. You're going to have to go read the 12 by 12 to find out yourself. I think it's in like 8 or 9. Just fucking around. But I most help myself this way. Slogans, repeating them, think of them. I use them for meditation too. There's a lot of times people take slogans and they have them where they're at all the time, or they put them on the mirror, little things to remind them, hey, let's have an attitude of gratitude today. To remind, because I wake up angry usually. Well, not as angry now that I don't have my nightmares. It's been months since I had my nightmares. That's so awesome. I'm so grateful for that. It was cool. I got to talk to my therapist yesterday, and I had all these growth things. And by the end, I was actually wondering, why am I in therapy? I seem to be doing it okay by myself. And that was my answer. That was my answer, by myself. Okay. What is a recovery toolkit? No, that is not what we're looking. What are the 5 pillars of recovery? There was one in here to answer. What are some tools for recovery? Here we go. Take it one day at a time. Yeah. Simplify your mind, my friends. Got to keep it simple. Alcoholics. Now, we are intellectuals. That does not mean we are smart. Where most alcoholics, unless an alcoholic has fucked their brain up so much, most alcoholics are extremely intelligent. Now, not highly, or but we tend to be above average, and that's the problem. That's part of a problem. The lower your IQ, the easier the program is going to be for you. It's just fact. All right. I'm not saying anyone's stupid. I don't do that. I don't think people are stupid. No. I got called stupid way too much in my life for me to, um, now you might do an action that isn't the smartest thing in the world, but I'm not going to call it dumb or stupid. There's no such thing as stupid questions. There's only silly answers. Okay. We got to be able to ask questions. I deal with Adams County all the time. They were going to do this, and they're doing this empathy thing to get us started. I'm like, we're supposed to be looking for a location. And they're like, yeah, but we kind of wanted to use you and your expertise. That's what it came down to. I'm like, why didn't you just say that? Okay. Because they want, if we're going to be voting on how, and I get what they're saying, if we're going to vote on how a detox is supposed to look, then we need to have empathy for the clients that are going to be utilizing it. Okay. They think it's going to take 45 minutes. If they want me to play the client, I'm going to make it fucking rough. You bet. Try it. Let's do a mock intake. That's going to take 40 minutes with me. Because, see, I'm going to bring up everything. Can I have a cigarette? Can I go smoke? Do you mind if I go smoke? Can I go smoke? Can I go smoke? Can we get something with sugar in it? Got anything with salt? Salt? You got any salt around here? Got any salt? I need to go to the hospital. I need to go. A lot of things. It's one act. Can I have my phone? I need some phone numbers for my phone. Okay. Now I won't start screaming and yelling and swearing but they need to know how horrible detox is. Now, here's the thing. Detox should not be a pleasant experience. In a way, it needs to suck. Because otherwise they're just going to come back thinking it's fucking home. Okay, there's a balance in there. All right. Keep calm and set boundaries that you allow to recharge, that allow you to recharge. All right. Yeah. So taking deep breaths, they say take 2 seconds before you say something, right? Okay. Well, I'm an alcoholic. Everything I do is in the extreme. 4 seconds. Nobody notices the difference. They don't. Okay. Find support with your tribe. It takes a tribe to get someone and keep someone sober. It does. See what I say earlier? Why wouldn't I need therapy? Because I'm doing okay on my own. That was an indicator that my pride or my ego is trying to say that I have made it. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. There is no cure for alcoholism. There is no cure for PTSD. There is not one. There's no real cure for depression. Not the depression that I have. Okay. So what does that mean? It means I must maintain it. And that's where the tools come in. That's where these tools come in. And I can use you now that I've been through therapy. Now the tools from AA work towards that depression. It works towards the anxiety. It works towards the PTSD. See? But I needed outside help so I could connect these two. And now there's a synergy that works with that. Okay? Because your depression and absolutely leisure, because all of that is kind of connected. Okay, so anyway, practice gratitude. Practice being grateful for things. Now, I don't do a gratitude list. I don't do, because I have it. Okay, my gratitude's a little different. Okay, I just got some gratitude here. It just happened in this line. That was it. I got gratitude out of that. Why? Because it is something for a job well done. There we go. And that's where I get my gratitude from. Hey, I had a great day. I'm grateful for all that I even get to. Right? Create a healthy routine, or at least some kind of routine that isn't, all right, okay. For us, what is a routine? When I get up, I pray. It's the first thing I do. Well, I make coffee and go to the bathroom and then, you know, all right, because I need to be at least a little awake. I pray, but I don't do anything until I pray. I don't give a fuck if the house is on fire. I will pray and then I will call, or I'll call 911 while praying. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Go down the alphabet and think of one thing each letter you are grateful for. Yeah. And you can do that while you're driving to work, right? Um, but if you create a routine, and that's why I go to a meeting every day, and I try and do it at the same time. Um, I don't if I have a closed mouth friend that I'm working with, it's a set time each week. My therapy, set time each week, right? I always do laundry on the same day. I didn't finish it yesterday. I do laundry on the same day. I have a routine, and these are healthy routines. So, yay, a lot of neat stuff going on. So, all right, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. Leisure, it's good to see you. We had Amber for a little bit. The school doesn't allow me to be watched because it's set. My YouTube is set to not safe for children because it's not. I do a lot of swearing, and we talk about a lot of adult things. Now, if they are, I would say, above 15, 16, then yeah, we're okay. But I have a lot of people that listen to me that have, little kids, and, sometimes it's, yeah. Oh, structure, absolutely it is. That's why a lot of these Zoom meetings are not helping. I mean, they're working, but they could be of much more help if they were more structured. But sometimes it feels very lackadaisical. It does. So, hence why I started those grassroots meetings. It doesn't feel like it, but it is structured. It is. You don't see people blow away chat and doing all this other stuff in that meeting. No, you don't. They're pretty intimate, man. So intimate means not many people are showing up yet. It's consistent. It's consistent in about 7, 8 people. Yeah, and it'll start to, it'll get there. Attraction, not promotion. All right. I love you. I really do. Peace out.